Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 104, and today we are returning with the final two games of the Premier League season as we take on Wolves at the Den and Sheffield Wednesday away at Hillsborough, already guaranteed a place in next year's Champions League. Before we play the games, though, we'll show you how we've done just that. And of course, in the last episode, you saw our 4-0 victory over Arsenal and then our 3-1 win against Newcastle United in the FA Cup semi-final to book a place in the FA Cup final for the first time in this series. And of course, that will be coming in the next episode tomorrow afternoon, which will be the final episode of Season 11. And off-camera, we played two games, both in the Premier League, two of our final four Premier League games. We started with a 1-1 draw away at Anfield against Liverpool. Gabriel Jesus gave the Reds the lead just 32 minutes in. And at the break, I made a tactical change, switched to a 4-2-3-1 and pushed Webster from the right wing to the centre, playing the advanced playmaker role. And, well, how many times you heard me say this over the past few episodes? Webster, I've jinxed him, man. He's never going to reach double figures in the season. And then, bang, first game off camera, he finally gets his 10th Premier League goal of the season. First time in the series and in his career, he's hit double digits for a Premier League campaign. A lovely half volley as well, latching onto a Kabaki flick on, and the weaker left foot volleying it in. And making it 1-1, but unfortunately, soon after the goal, it wasn't celebrations for Webster. He was forced off through injury. He got some ligament damage on his ankle, I think it is, and he's out for almost the remainder of the season. So very bad news there, as he scored the goal, but it came at a cost, as he was forced off through injury and will miss most of, if not the rest of the season. And the final game of camera was a 2-1 victory at home to Newcastle, and this mathematically confirmed a place in the top four. We started off the game really strong as well. Two goals coming in 80 minutes. First, Luiz giving us the first goal, getting onto the end of a Benka free ball. Thought the goalkeeper Pereira probably should have saved it, really, but he didn't. And the Brazilian got the goal, got us up and on the way. And then 3 minutes later, Benka got himself on the score sheet to go along with the assist he got a few minutes earlier. Keith O'Connell down the right-hand side. What a great season he's had, crossing the ball in. And Benka's header made it 2-0. But again, there was another serious injury to one of our key players, Josh Tymon, forced over a twisted ankle in this game as well, I think just before the break. So another key injury there. And Newcastle did grab a consolation goal through Pepe Flores when it started to restart, but thankfully that's all it was, as we held on for the 3 points, which again guaranteed a place in the top four and in the Champions League for next season. So he's taking a little lead table right now. Man City have been crowned champions already, as we already knew they would be. They've basically, since they went top, no one was going to catch them. They're just that good. They leapfrogged us, they went top of the table, and since then, no one was going to catch up. They've been basically perfect since then, and they are indeed champions once again, as they've reclaimed it after last year. Manchester United were champions. Chelsea have also guaranteed a place in the top four. They're right now in second, 1 point ahead of us, and we're in third with 77 points. We're trying to finish in second for the first time in the series. Last year, finishing third. We're guaranteed third as well, because right now, as you can see, Manchester United in fourth place have played a game more than us, and they're 4 points behind. So even if they win their final game and we lose our final two, we're still guaranteed to finish no lower than third. And right now in the battle for the top four places, Arsenal and Stoke can still overtake Manchester United heading into the final game as well. And also the bottom three have already confirmed: Huddersfield, Sheffield Wednesday, and West Ham as well. Before we dive into the first game of today's episode, though, against Wolves, look at this injury, Christ, we've got right now. Out of nowhere towards the end of the season, where am I going here? Out of nowhere towards the end of the season, we've just had an injury plague. So many players have been going down at crucial stages of the season, and right now without Josh Tymon, we're without Libor-Vacek, we're without Pingu, we're without Webster, we're without Ranieri, and without Allsop as well. Now, 4 of those players are regular members of our first 11, these 4 here, so that's really, really frustrating. Pingu is definitely out for the rest of the season, and I'd imagine that we're going to miss Tymon for the rest of the season as well. Vacek should come back for our final 2 games. Webster might come back for the FA Cup final, and Allsop should be back for the final 2 games as well, and hopefully Ranieri will make the final as well. But right now, we're missing some really important players, and thank goodness we've already guaranteed the top 4 plays, because as you take a look at the lineup heading into the first game against Wolves, look at the injuries right now. So many to report, but heading into the game, it's our final game at the Den this season. We are playing a 4-2-4, and I thought what I'd do is give a send-off to a few players right now, as we're still battling for second place, but obviously it doesn't really matter, second or third. We both go into the group stages for next year's Champions League. I thought I'd give a send-off to a few players we won't be seeing next season, and a few players we might not see next season. So in goal for the final time in the Millwall shirt, Freddie Woodman. He's been here for about, I think it's 10 seasons, 10 years at the Den, started off with 2 loan spells from Newcastle, then in on a free. Look at what the guy the last 5 years, not a single Premier League appearance. That changed today. Freddie is in goal for the final time at the Den. Back four of Nana Achiampong, Daniel, John Stones just came in for the year, probably his final appearance for the club, and Beblek on the right end playing right back here in this game. The midfielders are O'Reilly and Paolo, first game back since injury, and on the wings, John Reliable Black and Ricardo Menjivar, also probably playing his final game for the club before he leaves to Wolfsburg for £38 million. Menji, part of our championship promotion squad, and also together Belotti in for the year, played basically no games, and Marek Kuchar as well. On the bench, Rulli, Ferencek, Pereira McKennie, Luis Benka, and Kubaki as well. So first game, it's Wolves. Let's get a win and stay in the hunt for second place. Come on, you Lions. Obviously, every single season in the final couple of games, unless we're battling for something which is really significant, like a European place or, well, promotion from a championship, for example, I'd always field a team which gives a send-off to a few players. It's just nice to do that, really. And again, this season, no exception. Even though we could still finish in second place this year, again, second and third, doesn't matter either way. We still both go into the group stage next season in the Champions League. But I still like to win, though, and stay in the hunt for second, as that'll be our best finish in the series so far. Still, first highlight of the game is going to come 23 minutes in, with Wolves attacking down this right-hand side. Long ball cut out by Daniel, though, the Brazilian. He's had a good end to the season, Daniel. Stepped in some key games and played quite well. And as Black down the left plays a lovely ball to Belotti. Our first chance falls here. Belotti crosses. Kuchar turns it home. And it is 1-0 to Millwall. But it's an own goal through hands down. This is an Austrian left back / left wing back. He's really small. I've had my eye on him for quite a few seasons now. And it's 1-0. And it's another own goal. How many own goals have we both scored and conceded this season? It's unbelievable. I thought Marek got on the end of it. He didn't, and it's an own goal, and it's 1-0. He's like 5'5", that lad. I could have signed him from, I think it was RB Salzburg many years ago. Decided against it. He first came to Southampton and towards. It's crazy how I've remembered this sort of stuff, but I'm so invested in this save, man. But still 1-0, and we have the lead, and the second half is going to come just before the break as Wolves try and respond. Both teams have got basically nothing to play for, really. Nothing significant anyway. It's just league position now they're both going for. As Fenton down the right-hand side has won a penalty, and a chance for Wolves to get back on level terms. Daniel, who I just praised, gives it away, and a chance for Wolves to get back on level terms just before the break. It's Tammy Abraham to take it, and Freddie Woodman can't provide heroics on the final appearance of the club, as Abraham puts it home, and Wolves are back on level terms. 12 yards out, Abraham with a nice finish. Freddie goes the right way, but couldn't keep it out. And it's 1-1. And just for the break here, as we're approaching the half-time whistle, there's another highlight. And Wolves are looking to get in front here and score two quick goals to turn its game on its head. Abraham, the goal scorer, back towards Martinez, out wide towards the left back, who will try and cross the middle. Abraham's there, flicks on, and it's a goal. Fenton makes it 2-1, and out of nowhere, Wolves have turned the game on its head. Nice cross by the left wing back into the centre. Abraham flicks on, and there is Fenton with the finish, and it's 2-1. Nicely worked goal there by Wolves as well, just patiently probing, looking for an opening. Found one down the left-hand side. Nice cross to the middle. Abraham flicks on. The far post, Fenton loses Daniel. Poor marking. It's 2-1. So 20 minutes on the clock, still we are trailing by a goal. Free kick here though, Louise off the bench finds Weston McKennie also off the bench, and he finds O'Reilly who goes for goal, but puts it off target. This has been a really poor performance. Some of these players out there should be playing for a place in the FA Cup final, but right now they're looking like they won't get a place in our team next season. Some of them won't, of course, as they're being sold, but 12 minutes to go, still trailing by one. Can we find an equaliser or at least get a point? It's looking unlikely now. We are into stoppage time. 40 seconds on the clock. Maybe a chance on the break though. O'Reilly to Belotti. Go on, old man. Can you do it all alone? Belotti still on the ball, tackled. It'll drop to Black though. Crosses. Kuchar is there. And there was actually a golden chance for us to get back on level terms. Fell to the captain. Probably the most reliable player, other than Mr. Reliable, of course, in this 11 here. But he hit it straight to goalkeeper, and that should do it. So Wolves, with basically nothing to play for, are going to get the win here at the Den. And our final game at home this season ends in a loss. But to be honest, I didn't really expect us to win this game. With such a weird collection of players out there. And Wolves come from behind so quickly as we ended the first half to get themselves back on level terms, take the lead, and end up winning the game. So final score, Millwall 1, Wolves 2. Not really too fussed though. We'll still individually criticise the team. Criticise the team as a group. But either way, a loss, not great, but again, not really too fast to be honest. So here we go then, second and final game of today's episode, and we could still finish in second as well because Chelsea lost their game in hand last weekend and they're now away at the champions, Manchester City, as we take on already relegated Sheffield Wednesday away at Hillsborough. So right now, as you can see in the table, the point gap remains the same, just a 1 point, and even a draw might be enough today, but a win means Chelsea will need to match our result. In the battle for the top four as well, 3 teams going for the 4th place, Manchester United in 4th with 73 points, Arsenal in 5th with 72 points, and Stoke, the outsiders, can they do it on the final day with 71 points as well? So, yeah, let's dive into it. It's Sheffield Wednesday away, and let's see if we can end the season on a high with a win as well. So a few players returning from injury in this game, and Dobby just picked up a knock in training as well. All of our players are dropping like flies towards the end of the season, so same formation, same tactics, but a different lineup. Pegovic in goal, back four of Nana, Allsop back in the team, 87% conditioning, 80% sharpness though, won't see out the full 90. Ferencek and Pereira the right back. Ox and Paolo are our CMs with Louise and O'Connell on the wings, up to together Benker and Kabaki, as this will most likely be our FA Cup final lineup. On the bench, Rulli, Vucek, Dobby, McKennie, O'Reilly, Menji, and John Reliable Black as well. So second and final game, it's Sheffield Wednesday Hillsborough. Let's win and finish second. Come on, you Lions. And already 3 minutes in, Manchester City are doing us a favour. They've got a goal against Chelsea, and that is going to move us into second place as well. So again, a draw might be enough. We're not going to be dependent on that result. We want to win ourselves and put the pressure on Chelsea, but as Kabaki heads it over there, City are now gone 2 up. So great start the Etihad for us, and as things stand, we will finish in second. Oh, it's 3-0. Oh my! So we might win one of our final, 4 or 5 Premier League games, as it's 4-0 away at the Etihad, but we'll still have our best finish ever at this rate with Chelsea. I've pulled a goal back there through Moise Keane, so let's calm it down. Anyways, Maitland-Niles makes tackle there. Benker's cross his block. We'll drop to Paolo. And Paolo goes for goal. Romero beats it away. Julian tracks down loose ball. Don't keep the chance alive. Dinks onto the edge. Kapanga takes touch and finds O'Connell back to Benker. And there is the goal. Julian Benker deserves that. He kept the chance alive after Paolo's shot was saved by Romero. Tracked down the loose ball. Didn't just settle for the corner. Made something happen with the hustle. Gets on the end of the ball and makes it 1-0. So good play from Benker there. Wasn't going out for a corner. But either way, kept the chance alive. Whips one to the edge. Paolo finds O'Connell. Back inside. And there is Benker with the finish. And for Keith as well. He's been snubbed for the European Championships by Tim Shell for the England squad. God knows why. He's had an amazing season for us, and it's 1-0. So we are into the final 18 minutes, but oh, how many injuries have we had towards the end of the season? Paolo's just came back from one, only his second game since his injury. He's now twisted his ankle and he's going to be forced off. Who's got the worst match sharpness there, O'Reilly or McKennie? Looks like O'Reilly, doesn't it? Oh, both the same. We'll bring on O'Reilly anyway. And, oh, I don't believe it. 17 minutes to go. Paolo now forced off for injury. We just can't keep our players fit come the end of the season. And if he is going to miss the final, that is a big, big blow. He's been fantastic for us ever since we signed him. But as Kabaki finds Benker, he's running through. Romero makes the save, and that should have been the game sewn up. Nana to Dobby inside the area, and Dobby crosses to the middle, and Julian Benker gets on the end of it after Strom failed to clear it, and Julian bags his brace as well. So it looks like we're going to win on the final day then and jump into second. We'll have the most points we've ever had in a season with 80, and also our highest league finish as well. So the progression continues. Dobby's cross the middle, fails to be dealt with, and Benker, first to capitalise, puts it in. 2-0 Millwall, second place, all but confirmed. Here comes Sheffield Wednesday though, looking for a response here as the cross comes into the middle, and Strum beats Pekovic to the ball and makes it 2-1. So maybe, just maybe, we're not going to win the final game after all. Bjordow down the right-hand side managed to beat Nanda there. It was a weird goal as well because 2 passes deflected and eventually it was worked through to the right back who crossed it, right winger I should say, who crosses, and Strum with the finish makes it 2-1. You know what, I might have spoken too soon. Thankfully, City are running away with it at the Etihad Stadium, but Sheffield Wednesday looking to get back in the game as Maori, our former defender, plays along to Strum, going through, and thankfully his shot goes closer to the corner flag than it does towards the goal. And it's still 2-1. You know, this is very similar to what happened in the FA Cup semi-final against Newcastle. We were plain sailing, and then all of a sudden, we watched our opponents just slowly and out of nowhere get themselves into the game and get a few chances. But that should do it. 2-1 should be the final score. And again, we will finish in the highest place we've done in the series, highest place we've had in the series so far, in second place, and the most points in a Premier League campaign with 80 as well. So the progression will continue all the way through to our 11th season. Delighted with that. And with the FA Cup final to come as well, good to win on the final day, get the confidence flowing, and get the win here. So 20 for the finals to come any second now, and that will confirm it. 3, 2, 1, and there it is. Full-time whistle is blown. Julian Benker's brace sinks the Owls. They're already relegated regardless, and there we go. We win on the final day, and again, nice to get the confidence. So we'll praise the team for the win, and there we go. So that'll do it then. We finish in second place in the Premier League season, our highest in the series so far. And Stoke won on the final day. Oh, they were so close to doing it. Manchester United got in by 2 goals. They beat Newcastle away at St James's Park, and Manchester United could only manage a point. But Arsenal lost away at Molineux against Wolves, who won their final 2 games of the season to jump into the top 10. And that, in the end, is how the Premier League table finishes. So City, as we knew, champions of the Premier League. We jump into second place, the highest we've finished in the series so far, and with the most points as well. 2 more than last season, finishing with 80 in second. Chelsea and third with 78, losing 3 of their final 4 games. And Manchester United hold on in the end for 4th place, just pipping Stoke on goal difference, with them and Arsenal claiming Europa League places in 5th and 6th places respectively. And the bottom 3 in the end were indeed West Ham with just the 18 points, Huddersfield with 30, and Sheffield Wednesday in 19 with 29 as well. The bottom 3 were confirmed for a while though, we knew that for a while. And that is how the Premier League table will finish. And for Paolo, he is going to miss the Arsenal game. Damn it, Paolo out for the FA Cup final. Do we give him the injections? Do we give him the injections so we can get through it? I never do it because it always can hamper their injuries. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. He's such a crucial player, but I can't do it. I can't do it. Never will I give a player injections. I just can't do it. So there we go then. Premier League is done. We finish in second. We're back in the Champions League for a 3rd straight season, and I've got to be pleased with that. Second place, highest ever. And so that will end the episode as well, guys. So a big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. And nearly help the channel out as well. There we go. Confirmation record high for Millwall, as Benker finished 2nd in the top goal scoring run. Only 1 behind Pinamonti, as he also won Young Player of the Year as well. So we'll praise him for that. And yeah, there you go. Paolo, no, such a big blow. We got such a low chance to win the FA Cup final now. As it wasn't bad enough. Now we're missing Paolo, who's been great ever since we signed him. Yeah, we're not going to win the final, I don't think. We're not going to miss it. We're not going to win it now. But yeah, that would end today's episode though, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, please drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. And really help the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you for the season finale out tomorrow afternoon. It's the FA Cup final, our first of the series, take on Arsenal at Wembley, going for our first and only piece of silverware in the season. Have a great night, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the season finale tomorrow. Bye.